Hello, my warriors. Good afternoon. I hope you are all doing well today. I hope you had a good night's sleep and that you're feeling okay today. Heaven forbid we feel normal, right? Anyways, let's do our affirmation first. I have arthritis. It does not have me. Okay, let's say it together. I have arthritis. It does not have me. Good. Now, you guys say it. Good. Are you starting to believe it yet? Here is your goal for this week. Every single day when you wake up, before you even move, I want you to say that mantra to yourself. I have arthritis. It does not have me. Before you even open your eyes, I want you to say it. And then do your normal everyday thing that you do to get yourself out of bed. I'm going to show you one thing I did as a kid when I had slept with my arm bent like this. I couldn't really, when I was a kid, the most I could bend my arm was probably here, like this. And I would have to twist, and this would hurt. But I would do this. Instead of just doing it straight, that would hurt more. I would do this, but would have to do it really slow. And with every movement, I would open my arm up just a little bit more. That's how I got my elbows to chill out. And then I would try to support my arm with a pillow because I was more comfortable when my arm was level with my body. So if that means sleeping with extra pillows, you find those big body pillows or those pregnancy pillows on Amazon or wherever. Get one of those. They will help support your joints. The other thing is, if you can afford it, a water bed. A water bed will keep you warm and toasty. It'll help the stiffness and no pressure points. My dad got me a water bed when I was in my early teens, like 14, 15. Made all my sisters super jealous, but I had special needs and they didn't realize that. That didn't occur to them. But anyways, a water bed and one of those pillows. Both or one or the other, it's up to you. If you can't afford either, just get extra pillows and support your arms so that your arm would, if you sleep on your side, I fall asleep on my right side and I wake up on my back. If I wake up to go to the bathroom, I'll go back to sleep on my left side with my right arm supported. And I wake up on my back. I don't know why. My rheumatologist thinks that's weird, but hey. That way you don't have, it relieves the stiffness. Not that I have any more stiffness. I do get pain if my arms are in too much of a position. But I'm on leflutamide that has put me into a medically induced remission. Yay! And I don't have morning stiffness anymore. But the osteoarthritis I have in my back is wreaking havoc on my back muscles. So I'm trying to work those muscles, doing some daily exercises, trying to get healthier and stronger in my core. You can try that and see how that works. The other thing is, I wanted to give a big, huge thank you to our caregivers who take care of us. My husband and my friend Lindsay that I introduced you guys to yesterday. They know how to take care of me before I even ask. they're there. Although my husband knows he has to ask before he helps me in the kitchen. Yesterday, I had to tell him to leave me alone. He was getting a little too asky. But I love him and he loves me, and he only does it because he loves me. My friend Lindsay, I don't know if it's because she's a woman or she's just a natural caregiver, but she just knows. She just knows what I need before I even need it. And it's so helpful. I don't know, but for those of you who have spouses who care, who are helpful, thank you. Thank you to our caregivers if they're hired help. Thank you for taking care of my warriors. That means so much to me. Kind of a freaky kind of thing. I met someone online through Facebook through another friend, and this person claimed she had rheumatoid arthritis, and that's why this mutual friend got us connected. She claims that she had cured her arthritis through diet. Well, I eat a healthy diet and I still have rheumatoid arthritis. I don't eat foods that give me flares. I still have rheumatoid arthritis. She may have had minor arthritis. I'll give her that she may have relieved her symptoms. Okay, I'll give you that. But this woman wears high-heeled shoes. And I told her the medication I was taking and that I was in a medically induced remission. Oh, you shouldn't be on that. It's so poisonous. Would you like some literature? No, I don't. Thank you. But no, thank you. And she's like, are you sure? Because that's really bad poison. I'm like, I'm so sorry. What do you do for a living? She's an accountant. She wasn't a medical professional at all. Not even a little bit. She just read stuff on the interweb. Probably false sites. Because doctors know what goes into these medications and how they help. They won't make us or tell us to put poison into our bodies. These are medications to help us relieve our pain. So there you have it. And then I asked her who her rheumatologist was, because he told her that if she didn't start taking medication, she was going to be in a wheelchair before she was 30 or 40. And I'm like, well, yeah, he's right. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. And I asked her what the name of her rheumatologist was, and she couldn't remember. And I don't know if, I mean, can you guys remember the name of your rheumatologist? Because over the years, I can name you all of my rheumatologists, and I've had about 10 or 12, and I can name them all. So maybe I'm just good with names. I don't know. I can name all my doctors I've ever had, like GPs. Is that normal? Can you guys remember the rheumatologists you've had? Well, anyways, I can. Looking at my notes. Yeah. Anyways, I unfriended this person. I don't want anything to do with her. She is... anyways, I noticed that she deleted all those posts and that she no longer tries to tell people that she shouldn't, that they shouldn't be taking the drugs. So that's good. I'm glad she stopped. Someone sent me a private message, asked me that they were new to RA, and asked me how I dealt with how I deal with the pain. Well, I'm not in pain anymore. I'm in osteopain, which is nothing compared to rheumatoid. Let me tell you. I had gout once in my thumb. I never want that again. That was worse than RA. Worse, if you can believe it. They say gout is the worst arthritic pain you can possibly get. And that is because uric acid, which is what forms around the joints when you eat too much beef or too much alcohol. So stay away from beef and alcohol and you'll be fine. Especially if you have diabetes, don't drink. Very bad for you. Very bad for you anyways, unless you drink it moderately. I only drink at Christmas and Boxing Day. I wake up in a flare. So there's that. Uric acid forms crystals, which stab at the linings in your joints. And that's why it's so painful. So don't do that. Okay? Promise me. Okay. How I dealt with pain as a kid. For me, I was in so much pain as a kid. Can you imagine those of you who are experiencing pain now, can you imagine a child going through that? There are children who suffer with this disease. For me, I learned to ignore it by eating. I learned that I found joy in eating foods that I liked, and I focused in on that. Sometimes lifting a fork to my mouth was painful, but I learned to flip a switch in my brain and focused on stuffing my face. And that's why I gained a whole bunch of weight. My parents couldn't understand it, but they would never stop me from having 2 and 3 platefuls of food. I ate not because I was hungry, but because I was in pain. And eating helped me not think of it. So when my stomach was overfull, I would think about that pain. Or I would watch TV and I would get into what I was watching. And I would rest my arms on pillows. And I wouldn't think about it until I had to move, and then I had to think about it. But those are negative things, and I don't want you guys to do them. Find something else. Not unless you're eating healthy food. If you're eating carrot sticks, go for it. My thing is mashed potatoes and gravy. The more salt and garlic that's in there, the better. Yum. And because it's my absolute favorite food, I have a really hard time saying no to it. Anyways, this is getting on and Facebook's going to cut me short. So let's quickly do my other mantra that I say to you guys. May your pain be manageable, your swelling down and your stiffness non-existent. I love you. I'm praying for you. We'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good day, my warriors.